don't know. Let's try again. Hey, good evening, everybody. How are you guys doing tonight? What's up, guys? How are you? You guys ready to start the meeting? Are you guys ready? Are you ready? All right, we're going to get started. I'd like to welcome everybody to our July 16th Brigantine City Council meeting. If you could please rise for the flag salute.
Heavenly Father, let us revel in summer. Let us soak up the long days and warm sun. May our feet walk on sandy beaches and our heads rest on thick grass under blue skies. May we listen to and marvel at the singing of the birds and stop to watch blissful children at play. This summer, may our breathing slow and our hearts open. In all we do, let us grow in our love for you and for each other. We pray for those who have been lost and deeply affected in the devastating flooding in Texas. We ask this in your name. Amen. And please remain standing for a moment of silence for Antoinette Solari, who passed away this week. Tony was a longtime resident of Brigantine who was involved in many activities and organizations in our community. Most of us remember her from working alongside her father, brother, husband, and their children in their family business, Paul's Hardware. Mrs. Solari is survived by her husband, Andy, our former mayor, their children, Christopher, Matthew, and Andrea, her 6 grandchildren, 2 great-grandchildren, her brother, Armin Savino, along with many in-laws and nieces and nephews. Services for Mrs. Solari will be held Friday morning at St. Thomas Church beginning at 9:30. Silence. Thank you. Please be seated.
All right, Christine, can you read the Open Public Meetings Act announcement?
This is to advise the meeting notices covering this meeting have been sent and posted as required under the Open Public Meetings Act.
All right, perfect. There's no executive tonight, right, Zach? I was just making sure because they'd be upset. I'm going to actually come down to this. I brought an empire here just today. You're out. He is. I told him to wear a striped shirt tonight, but we didn't get it. He's got the stripes there. Perfect. Today's a very special day. I'm going to back up. This microphone's tight. Today's a very special day. We have our 10U baseball team, Al Jackson Electric. I'm sorry, I can't even talk today. Let me try again. Jackson Electric, and our 12U softball team from the Elks. And these are our championship baseball and softball teams. And I'm going to tell you, like, I know myself and the entire city, we're very, very proud of all of the success that you guys have had, not just this season, but every season. I know a few years ago, before Tom Rapici and a lot of the parents got involved, we started to see baseball and softball die away. And then it started to come back, and the youth and the energy, especially all the parents who get involved and help volunteer, is absolutely amazing. I think we figured it out, and probably almost half, just a little less than half of all of the kids in Brigantine play baseball or softball now, which is really, really impressive. And to see the success that you guys are having is absolutely amazing. These championships are huge. I know there was a lot of close games that came up. Baseball commissioner Tom Rapici told me this, and I wanted to share it with everybody who might not know. For the Jackson Electric 10U baseball team, they beat Ventnor in a thrilling 2-1 at home in Brigantine to capture the South Jersey Interleague Championship. I mean, that's a close battle, and that's very, very impressive. And I know for the Elks 12U softball team, they beat the top-seeded Egg Harbor Township 17-12 to win the 12U Atlantic Babe Ruth Championship. That's an impressive score. And what's really great is I have an opportunity a lot to talk to a lot of your coaches and a lot of your parents, and I can say that they're so proud of all of you. And that's probably one of the greatest things. And you guys will see this too. Like one day, you guys will all be parents, and to see the joy and happiness and success that your children have is something that is irreplaceable. So thank you for all you've done for our city, and thank you for all you've done for your teams. I'm going to have Councilman Mike Reardon help me out here. We're going to bring our we have our 12U softball team. Go ahead. Do you want me to do the boys first? Yeah, Rocco's excited. Yeah, absolutely. All right, we have. We're going to start off with our coach here. We have Coach Matt Ayers. You want to call him up and join us? Coach Stephen Hoppenfeld. He's at a concert. Okay.
Alright.
Oh, okay.
How about Coach Hoppenfeld's mother-in-law? Is she here?
Well, we're going to bring up our head coach, Steve Morrison. Give it to Coach Steve. Let's coach. All right, so first up, we got Daniel Shotland. Ryan Morrison. Good job, Ryan. A lot of these guys surf with my daughter, so I get excited here. Ethan Hoppenfeld. Wyatt Hoppenfeld. I get an opportunity to surf a lot with Ethan and Wyatt, so I'm very excited to see him here. We got Evan Howell. Noah Gaskin. Noah Sigler. Rocco Cacapardo. Dash Mejia. Oh, Gabe Swagger. Sorry to think about it. Bryson Schaefer. Okay. And Ben Bourbeau. Save the best for last. Awesome. Coach, you want to say a couple words? Okay. Do you have the banner? We got Tom Berpici here, our baseball, softball commissioner. All right, up next, we have our 12U softball. You guys ready? Coach Aaron Shotland. Coach Kyle Bourbeau. I think Kyle got the loudest applause.
Congratulations.
Head coach Anthony Martella.
Congratulations, coach. Great job.
Zyra Jeanette. Zyra. Natalie Cook.
Congratulations. Great job.
Grace Shotland.
Congratulations, Grace.
Lorelei Pedicolis. Sienna Kelly. Margaret Stanzak. Jenny Sal, sorry. Jenny Sal, not here? Okay. Michaela Mule. Lana, I can't even talk. Lana Smith. Emily McGuire. Catherine Bourbeau.
Great job.
Riley Martella. And Vita Smith. And coaches, want to say a couple words about your team? All right, we'll come up for a picture. One off time.
Real quick, I just want to, again, I want to thank the coaches, the parents, kids. You did a fantastic job this year. Excellent work. We have a lot of fun stuff coming up this summer, and the city, thank you for everything you guys have done with the improvements down at the fields. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Good season.
All right, we have a motion and second, take a 5-minute recess.
I'll make that motion.
All right, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? All right, we're gonna, any of the baseball, softball? Thank you.
Good job, Ryan. Oh, yeah. Yes.
We ready to resume our meeting? Ready, Chief? All right, we have a motion and second to resume the meeting.
I'll make that
I'll make that
motion.
motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, we're gonna resume our meeting. Chief, you can meet me up front. Start.
All right. Well, a little quieter in here now. Want to thank everybody for coming out. Today, we'll be swearing in our newest firefighter, Evan McClaskey. So if you can please join me up here. What I'll do is I'll give a little background on Evan and how he came to us. So Evan's a lifelong Brigantine resident, married to his wife, Katie. And together they are raising our newborn son, Dare, who was born this year while he was in the academy. In his free time, what little there is, he's fishing in the bays, hunting, and playing golf. He attended Brigantine schools before graduating from Atlantic City High School, where he played baseball throughout his high school years there. Following graduation, Evan completed a 5-year apprenticeship with the Plumbers Pipe Fitters Union. Ultimately, he felt a calling for public service and chose to follow in the footsteps of his father, who was retired Brigantine police lieutenant. Little joke here, Evan made the better decision. Evan recently completed a joint career fire academy made up of career fire recruits from Atlantic and Cape May County, where he excelled in the program. Joining Evan today is his wife, Katie, and their son, Dare. His parents, Debbie. Did I see Scott? He's in civvy clothes there. I don't recognize him anymore. His brother, Jake, sister-in-law, Emily, and his niece, me. If you can invite his wife up, we'll do the oath.
Raise your right hand, repeat after me. I, Evan McClaskey,
I, Evan McClaskey,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the state of New Jersey
that I will support the state of New Jersey
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
required of the position
required of the position
of firefighter EMT
of firefighter EMT
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
If I can invite Scott up here, I'll have him pin his badge on his son's chest. His wife has her hands a little full right now too. Yeah, you know how to do this? All right, the pointy end right there. Still got it. Thank you.
Yeah, we might. First of all, I want to, thank our fire department for the outstanding service that you guys provide to our island. And I want to officially welcome you. Does that mean I talk too much? I get it, I know. My dad over there gets me for the same thing, but I want to officially welcome you to the city and officially welcome you to the fire department. I know it's one of the greatest jobs in the world, but it's also one of the greatest responsibilities. And I think Tiger actually said it once in a meeting like 15 years ago, but it stuck out of my head. Fire department shows up when the rest of us, the public, is at their worst. And it's true. So although this is a great job, it is a great responsibility, and everyone's lives are in your hands now. So welcome, and anything you can do, we're behind you. Thank you. Congratulations.
You should recognize former Chief Platt as well. Two former Chiefs Platt, the real Chief Platt.
I've been told to recognize the real Chief Platt who's here. I think let's take a quick 5-minute recess and kind of take pictures and stuff. We have a motion second.
So moved.
Make that motion.
All in
Second.
favor?
Aye.
All right, we're gonna take a 5-minute recess.
Didn't get started yet. Like 30 minutes started. These kids on the are just traffic. No one can tell me.
All right, we have a motion and second to resume the meeting.
Make that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, meeting's resumed. All right, next up, we have our approval of our 6/25/25 council meeting minutes. Motion second.
I'll make that motion. Second.
Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
View, yes. Lettieri?
Yes.
Virgilio?
Yes.
Kane?
Abstain.
Reardon?
Abstain.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Approval of our bill requisition lists. A motion second.
Motion. Second.
Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
View, yes. Lettieri?
Yes.
Virgilio?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
At this time, we'll open it up for public comment. This is on agenda items only. So public comment on agenda items only. Please come up, state your name and address for the record. All right, seeing no public comment, we're going to close the public portion. First up, we have ordinance number 9 of 2025, and this is a public hearing and adoption. This is an ordinance amending chapter 284 of the Code of the City of Brigantine as it relates to vehicle traffic. A motion second.
I'll make that motion.
All right, this time we're going to open it up for a public hearing. Anybody wishing to be heard on this issue, please come up, state your name and address for the record. So this is for the no parking. I'll tell you, you'll be at the end. All right, seeing no public participation, we're going to close the public portion. Any council comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
View, yes. Lettieri?
Yes.
Virgilio?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
This is ordinance number 20 of 2025, which is a public hearing and adoption. And this is an ordinance amending chapter 190 of the Code of the City of Brigantine as it pertains to certain fees for miniature golf. A motion second.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All right, at this time, we'll open up for a public hearing. Anybody wishing to be heard about the miniature golf, please come up and state your name and address for the record. Seeing no public participation, we're going to close the public portion. Any council comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
View, yes. Lettieri?
Yes.
Virgilio?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Ordinance number 21 of 2025. This is an introduction, and this is a bond ordinance providing for various improvements to the water utility in and by the city of Brigantine in the county of Atlantic, New Jersey, appropriating $10,125,000, therefore, and authorizing the issuance of $10,125,000 in bonds and notes of the city to finance the cost thereof. We have a motion second.
I'll make
Council comments? One second. Some of the highlights of the bond ordinance for this, just to give people just a little information about what we're doing. A big part of this is the replacement of the well on 14th Street, which is nearing the end of its useful life. Wells, once they're done, we actually have to re-drill a new well location. This covers both the well, the acquisition of the land. This is also for the rehabilitation of the South End Sewer Pump Station, the continued replacement of water meters and transmitters around the island, the continued replacement of our deteriorating sewer lines, many of which date back to the original. And you'll see there's a lot of sewer work being done on the island. The pipes are terracotta. When they collapse, they fall apart. We're having to replace them. So when you're doing emergency repairs, it's much more expensive than if you start to schedule and plan that out. So we're starting to work our way through the city on that. And this is also for the initial funding to begin the construction phases for the replacement of the galvanized water service line, which is required now by the state regulations. So we've done a lot of the exploratory work, and now we're going to start working on that construction. We have to have the money available to do that. If there's no questions or comments, we have roll call.
View, yes. Lettieri?
Yes.
Virgilio?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Ordinance number 22 of 2025. This is an introduction, and this is a bond ordinance providing for various capital improvements in and by the city of Brigantine in the county of Atlantic, New Jersey, appropriating $17 thereof and authorizing the issuance of $16,435,831 in bonds or notes of the city to finance part of the cost thereof. Can we have a motion second? Some of the highlights for this is repaving and reconstruction of many roads throughout the city of Brigantine. One of the things that this administration has really worked on is repaving roads, and I can tell you, hopefully you've seen the construction all over the island. A lot of the roads definitely need it. One of the major issues, not just the potholes, but since Sandy, when we had all the water on the island, it actually sank the roads a little bit, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when it comes to our drainage, we only have a couple of inches of run when it comes to the height of the roads. So when those roads sink, that's why you see the water that lays in the street. The only way to correct that is actually to do a full reconstruction of the road, repave, gutters, curbing. So we're working our way through the island on that. This is upgrades to our public buildings, Cineo bulkheads, reconstruction of the Ross Drive boardwalk. Called a boardwalk, it's more of a walkway. It was put in probably back in the 1980s. It needs to be fully repaired. It needs, Public Works has been down there, they've done some repair work, but it needs a full reconstruction. And without that boardwalk walkway, there's really no way to access the beach there. Completion of the new clubhouse and irrigation system at the Brigantine Links Golf Course, drainage system improvements to address flooding issues on the island, repair and replace the HVA systems in our public buildings, repair and upgrade the floodgates at our outfall pipes. A lot of times when there's a high tide, that water backs up in those pipes, and that's what you see coming up in the streets. We're putting little floodgates, they're called duckbills. They go on the end, so as long as there's an outflow, they stay open. When the tides are higher, there's flooding, it actually closes them and will help to reduce flooding on the island. Repainting of the bike lanes, all the striping around the island. Final stages of our boat ramp improvements, dredging of the golf course ponds to improve drainage issues. A lot of the drainage on the north end of the island runs through the golf course. Ponds filled in, we need to dredge them back out, so this will help cover that. Repairs to the Marine Mammal Stranding Center building and bulkhead, and repairs to some of the various sidewalks around the island. There's a lot of sidewalks that over time get busted up, and we've been working to repair those sidewalks. So this will just kind of give you some of the highlights of what we're looking at in this bond. There's no questions or comments from council. Can we have roll call?
View. Yes. Lettieri? Virgilio?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2025-166, and this is a resolution by the city of Brigantine authorizing the award of contract to Uniform Company LLC for police and fire uniforms. We have a motion second. Second. Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
View. Yes. Lettieri?
Yes.
Virgilio?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2025-161, and this is, 167. This is a resolution authorizing final change order number 1 for the irrigation project at Brigantine Golf Links, hole 1 through 9. And this is a reduction. There it is. This is a net decrease of $2,269.29. Then motion second.
Make the motion.
Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
View. Yes. Lettieri?
Yes.
Virgilio?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2025-168, and this is a resolution increasing the bid threshold for contracts subject to public bidding under the local public contract laws. Can we have a motion and second? Basically, the state changed the laws. We're allowed to adjust the bids. We're coming in compliance with the new state laws. If there's no questions or comments, can we have roll call?
View. Yes. Lettieri?
Yes.
Virgilio?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2025-169. This is a resolution authorizing the tax collector to issue refunds as listed on Schedule A. The motion second.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
View, yes. Lettieri?
Yes.
Virgilio?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2025-170. This is a resolution authorizing property tax exemption for permanently disabled veterans, and this is block 7101, lot 18. Motion second.
Second.
Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
View, yes. Lettieri?
Yes.
Virgilio?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2025-171. This is a resolution authorizing a property tax exemption for permanently disabled veterans. This is block 5305, lot 24. Motion second.
Make that motion.
Second.
If there's no questions or comments, can we have roll call?
View, yes. Lettieri?
Yes.
Virgilio?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2025-172, and this is a resolution by the city of Brigantine, New Jersey, authorizing the award of contract for a Ford Transit cargo van with Versalift, a time manufacturing company, in the amount of $101,825. Have a motion second. Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
View? Yes, sorry. Lettieri?
Yes.
Virgilio?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2025-173, and this is a resolution by the city of Brigantine, New Jersey, authorizing the award of contract for Edmunds GovTech, Inc. for payroll and human resources software systems in the amount not to exceed $32,500. Motion second.
So moved. Second.
Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
View? Yes. Lettieri?
Yes.
Virgilio?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2025-174, and this is a resolution by the city of Brigantine, New Jersey, authorizing the award of contract to ClearGov, Inc. for personnel and capital budgeting software systems in the amount not to exceed $22,880. A motion second. Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
View? Yes. Lettieri?
Yes.
Virgilio?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2025-175, and this is a resolution by the city of Brigantine, County of Atlantic, State of New Jersey, opposing proposed legislation known as I can't see the numbers, A4816 and S4158, which would prohibit requirements for beach tags to access municipally owned beaches. A motion second.
So moved.
Second.
I think one of the major problems with this, and this was actually brought to our attention by Assemblyman Don Guardian, there's an assemblywoman up in either Hudson or Hunterdon County, I forget which one. She's a surfer. There was an issue on the beach where surfers went onto the beach, and it turned into, I guess, a conflict with the beach taggers. Rather than dealing with that municipality, she wants to make a statewide change to say that if you're surfing or fishing or doing any type of recreational activity on the beach, that you don't have to pay for beach badges. I think her intentions are good, but I don't think she fully understands the impact of that. Basically, the way the law is written, it's so broadly interpreted that it would create a lot of problems on the beach. And in essence, you can hold a fishing pole in your hand and say, I'm going to the beach and I'm going fishing, even if you sat there all day long. One of the major problems with that, and this is for all shore towns, without those beach tags, without those fees that come in from the beach tags, the total cost of running the beach, the lifeguards, public works, trash removal, bathrooms, everything, and it is very expensive, would fall on the homeowners. It would be one of the largest tax increases we ever had in Brigantine history just to cover the cost. And I don't think that she fully understands what the impact of this is. I know Ventnor has also passed this resolution. Longport is passing it. Hopefully we pass this here tonight. But I believe almost every shore town in New Jersey is going to pass a similar resolution. I think one of the things that frustrates me is the double standard. The law specifically says municipalities can't charge, but when it comes to the state beaches and state parks, they're still allowed to charge. So why do they exempt themselves and put the cost on the people of the beach towns? I don't think that's fair at all. So we want to voice our opposition to this, and I believe most municipalities will, because the costs that are associated with this would be an unreasonable burden on the homeowners of every town. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
Vio. Yes. Lettieri?
Yes.
Virgilio?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2025-176, and this is a resolution by the city of Brigantine, New Jersey, authorizing the award of contract to Northeast Electrical and GS Services for pump and electrical services at Pump Station A in an amount not to exceed $130,000. We have a motion second.
Second.
Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
Vio. Yes. Lettieri? Yes. Virgilio?
Yes.
Kane? Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2025-177. This is a resolution by the city of Brigantine, New Jersey, authorizing a contract for a tire machine through Mohawk Lifts LLC, and this is the amount of $19,887.59. We have a motion second.
So moved.
Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
Vio. Yes. Lettieri? Yes. Virgilio?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2025-178. This is a resolution by the city of Brigantine, New Jersey, authorizing a contract to supply and install one 12-horsepower Granfos dry pit submersible pump at Sheridan Pump Station. This is the amount of $137,150. A motion second.
Second.
Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
Vio. Yes. Lettieri?
Yes.
Virgilio?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2025-179. This is a resolution by the city of Brigantine, New Jersey, authorizing a contract with Musgrove Sports Lighting LLC for a system upgrade at the Babe Ruth baseball field, and this is the amount of $194,000. A motion second.
I'll make that.
Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
Vio. Yes. Lettieri? Yes. Virgilio?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2025-180, and this is a resolution authorizing the final change order number 1 for the reconstruction of the cart paths at Brigantine Golf Links, holes 10 through 18. And this is a net decrease of $62,311.90. Motion second.
Second.
Questions or comments?
I just think it's awesome. Decrease of over $2,000 for the irrigation. Well, good stuff. Thank you, John. Yep.
We love decreases. If there's no other comments, can we have roll call?
Vio. Yes. Lettieri?
Yes.
Virgilio?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next up, we have our consent agenda. We have raffle license, St. Thomas raffle license number 1113, the Memorial Block Party, Bramble Avenue, noise ordinance extension for Brigantine Elks, Greenhead Swim Event, it's the 1 mile swim, Greenhead Open Water Swim, beach bonfire for Cub Scout Troop, beach bonfire again for Cub Scout Troop, block party, East Beach and Quay Avenue, 2025 Surf Jam, weather permitting, it's either going to be Monday or Tuesday, Pup Strut and USA Prime Northeast Youth Baseball Camp and Clinic. Motion second.
Second.
Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
View. Yes. Lettieri? Virgilio?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, next up, we have our council manager committee discussions. Tiger, anything for us?
No, Mayor, thank you.
Start with their deputy mayor, Karen View.
Keep your eye out for a couple announcements coming from the Green Team. They're going to be sponsoring a tree assessment on the island. They're going to ask for volunteers to go around and help to count and measure trees on public property. And also keep your eye out for information about Brigantine, which will be a white party held September 20th. It's a Saturday evening. The event will be held down the street here on 15th Street in front of the City Hall. It will be $20 per person, and they're expecting the tickets to go very quickly. It should be announced in the Times either this week or next week. And I just want to congratulate the Cohen family on their awesome son, Trevor, who went in the 3rd round of the Major League Baseball draft this week. He was the 5th overall pick, and they're just so excited. San Francisco Giants, yes. Awesome. And that's it. Thank you.
Call two. Mark Virgilio.
Update from the fourth ward. John, I just want to commend your staff. I was at the Cove both Saturday and Sunday, and your trash removal guys, Jimmy in particular, was spectacular. He literally was driving up and down, emptying all the receptacles, asking actually people that he saw, hey, do you have anything I can take? It was just such a nice service, and he was such a gentleman to care that much and working on weekends, right? So I think that's really nice to see. Most of the people at the Cove are visitors to our town, not a lot of full-time residents. I think it's very hospitable, and I think it really shone well in your department. So thank you.
Just got a couple things. I want to thank the Garden Club for the amazing job they've been doing, especially this year. Thank the Chamber of Commerce. Especially looking back to the fire fest. Put a shot out there to the lake. And I know I say this every year, but it was the busiest 4th of July I've ever seen. This town is absolutely. It seems like ever since COVID, it's been getting busier and busier. There was nowhere to park. Everything was jam-packed. Fantastic. But none of that happens without our lifeguards. Thanks, Mayor. Everybody come to everything. 4th of July weekend. Thanks to the police, fire, all the department, public works, John, like I said, fabulous job. Appreciate everything. Thank you so much. And that's about it. It's good. Yeah.
And John, I want to thank you too. I got tons of compliments about public works, down the jetty, down the Cove. I know I was down the jetty and I saw how hard these guys were working nonstop. So thank you. Beaches were beautiful the next day. There was a lot of people who went down to help volunteer to pick up trash. I'd say 99% of it was already gone. So thank you very much. And I want to thank you and thank Tiger. I feel like everywhere I go now, people compliment on how beautiful the island looks and how much is getting done. And I know that you two both play a huge role in that. It's definitely noticed. Thank you very much appreciated. I think an issue that has come up, not just in Brigantine, but all over the state of New Jersey, is the cost of electricity. I know we passed a resolution, as well as many other towns, in opposition to the latest rate increase that was coming from the BPU. I know the governor actually responded to that, and I don't know if people realize, but all he did is delay the rate increase till after the elections. So the rate increase is still coming. It's just coming after the election because the legislature was concerned with so many municipalities and so many people up in arms that it would cost them votes. One of the things that I've been doing now is starting to research into New Jersey to see why rates are so high. And one of the biggest problems is in the governor's efforts to move towards what they call clean energy or green energy. They're moving towards a lot of things that are electric, getting rid of gas stoves, moving towards electric cars. And one of the major problems is the need or consumption for electricity has dramatically gone up and will continue to go up. But at the same time, the state has closed down, I believe, 6 power plants in the state of New Jersey. So the demand has gone up, but the governor has actually closed down 6 plants in the state, which is causing an energy crisis, which means that we have to buy our energy from out of state. Right now, I think about 25% of our energy, this is what I learned this morning, about 25% of our energy actually comes from outside of New Jersey. That number is going to continue to increase if the mandates that are in place now from the state continue to go forward. And one of the major problems is we don't have energy here in New Jersey. And I don't want to get into some of the specific companies and what's happening, but I think because of the situation we're in with lack of power, these companies realize it and that the rates have dramatically gone up just to have the availability of power within our grid. So that's something that we're working on. I'm working with a number of people across the state of New Jersey on developing a clean, reliable energy source. I'm going to tell you, ocean wind isn't it. And a lot of people don't realize that a lot of power that we're buying is actually produced out of state using coal plants. Coal is probably one of the dirtiest ways to get power. So even though New Jersey is claiming to move in a green direction and claiming to be using electric, they're not really disclosing how that electricity is being generated. So I know, at least for me, one of the things, like, I'm not one to just point the finger and complain. I'm one to try to find out how we make things better. And that's something that I'm working on, working with some of the members of the state legislature and some of the leaders on both sides of the aisle around the state of New Jersey to try to develop a real clean energy program for New Jersey. We're in the beginning stages of that, and when that's available, hopefully I get to share it with everybody, but I've kind of learned I'm very far down in the pecking order, so it might come from someone else. But this is something that we're working on to really benefit the state, and I think it's going to be, like I said, if everything comes together, I think it's going to help everybody, and probably the most important thing is I think it's going to help get the cost of electricity under control, and that's the one thing I think we all need right now. So I wanted to share that. This is something I've been working on, I guess, since we passed that resolution. All right, so at this time, we're going to open it up for public comment. Anybody wishing to be heard, please come up and state your name and address for the record. Yes, Dad, come on up. It's coming for you, Cass.
You're in trouble.
Yell at the chief.
My name's Frank Jamie. I live at 605 West Shore Drive. My biggest complaint right now is about fireworks. Now, on West Shore Drive and Platt Avenue, these people live in 110, come down on the holidays, like there was 8 cars and 2 boats parked all over the place. But at 9 o'clock, 4th of July weekend, they started shooting off fireworks. And I have a couple pictures here I want to show you. This one here is about the property line of me and my neighbor. 5 feet from our house, it landed, and 2 feet from his car. The second one I'm really disturbed about. This is in front of my house. I'll show you the picture. The thing came down, hit my porch roof, and slid down right in front of my porch. And I want to know, is there laws about this stuff?
I'm going to turn it over to our chief.
To who?
Chief of police.
Okay, chief, you know who I am, and I know you. Now, these are the big ones.
There are legal fireworks in New Jersey.
Yeah, well, you're going to go around and make sure your guys going around, drive around all over the place?
You said it's every weekend?
Pardon?
You said every weekend?
No, it's just on Fourth of July, G. Glenn. This week, Fourth of July weekend.
Yeah, he says it's on the 4th of July. Absolutely, I know you're watching. I think probably one of the biggest challenges, and I think it's kind of like a love-hate relationship on the island. I would tell you probably half the island loves the fireworks, the other half of the island hates the fireworks. But our police literally run around all night trying to stop people with fireworks. And I know they know more show up in one location, the fireworks start going off in another location. One out on the beaches, two also back in the golf course area, and it's challenging. So, Chief, I'm going to pass this along to you on anything you guys can do to please help, especially knowing that it's 110. Would you say West Shore Drive? All right, so 110 West Shore Drive for next year. Seems like it's a recurring thing, so we'll pass it on to you, Chief.
Yeah, and you know, Frank, just besides the fireworks, also on 4th of July, I got a few calls like, what's going on with all the fireworks? And I know for a fact that the police are doing the best they can, trying to go around and deal with every situation. We get calls about traffic at this time of the year, especially on Bay Shore, down here from City Hall, where it's curvy. I get calls about that. We're going to talk about afterwards. We have to address that. Parking issues. The mayor and I were talking about the lack of parking this time of the year, but it's unfortunate. But you know, for 2.5 months, 3 months during the summertime, it's something we have to just deal with the best we can. So I know police and fire, public works doing the best they can. We'll try to, continue to do that. Right. Right. That'd be good.
Let's say if you're gonna come up, yeah. So if you want to address, you got to come up, state your name and address for the record. Yeah. Sorry.
Kathy Rashiel, 1301 Ocean Avenue. As you can, I'm sure you can figure out, my neighborhood is basically a war zone every 4th of July, right across the street from the beach. One of my fears, one of my concerns is that one of these days, one of these years, they're going to set fire to the dunes. That would be catastrophic. If anybody saw pictures of Maui after that terrible fire they had, I see these, I can just imagine Brigantine residents standing out in the ocean to get away from the fire. You know what I'm saying? So this is not a joke. The only things in New Jersey that are legal are poppers, cracklers, and those wormy things you throw on the ground. Everything else is illegal unless you have a license for fireworks. Licensed fireworks operators are the only people allowed to use those things. And I mean, I can tell you personally, if I've complained to people and said things, they act as if I want to kill Santa Claus. Honestly, that's the attitude you get, And I guess partly because I happen to be a fireman's daughter. And I have a lot, I'm very sensitive about, worry about fire risks, you know, people's homes, people's cars. And, you know, there could be something really bad. You know, if we happen to have a dry year and there's a wind, and is there ever wind here in Brigantine? I mean, and those dunes catch fire, I could just imagine that, really. That's all.
Thank you. And the pet owners too. I mean, when we had our dog for the longest time, my wife, well, getting very angry because of the fire.
I know a couple of pet owners that actually book hotels off the island and leave. It's traumatizing for the dogs. Absolutely. Is there any other public comment? All right, if there's no other public comment, we're going to close the public portion. Any council comments? All right, seeing none, I hope everybody's having a great summer. I know our beach patrol is off to a very successful race and competition season. And for those of you who don't know, Beach Patrol is celebrating their 100th year anniversary this year. I think police are as well, right, Chief? 100 years for the police as well? 100 years? 100 years, yeah. That's big. How about the fire department? Next year, they're 100 years. All right, so we had cops before firemen. So now we know who was first. I'll just say on that note, if we have a motion second to adjourn.
Motion. Second.
All right, all in favor? Aye. All right, seeing none.